Welcome to Blockflix Rewind, where we bring your favorite movies back to life with quick recaps, highlights, and fresh perspectives. Let's rewind the story. The film starts with waitress Drew, who treats her customers like family. After work, her best friend and roommate Alyssa picks her up. Alyssa is an artist, but struggles to sell her paintings. They live in a small community in Los Angeles called the Jungles. Unfortunately, they share their apartment with Alyssa's useless boyfriend, Kashawn. He has no job, no goals, and only throws his sneakers around. Drew hates him, but Alyssa can't seem to break up with him. Later, Drew visits Mama Ruth, who manages their apartments. There she meets a man named Maniac and instantly feels drawn to him. Meanwhile, the tenants are shocked when a young white neighbor, Bethany, moves in, the first and only one in the area. Bethany tries to befriend Drew and Alyssa, but they aren't interested. The next morning, Drew tries to rest before an important interview, but loud knocks wake her up. It's Uche collecting rent. Drew tells him that she already paid, but Uche denies it and gives them until 6 p.m. to arrange the money, otherwise he will throw them out of the apartment. Drew then confronts Alyssa about it, and she admits she gave the rent to Kashawn to pass on. But he's gone, leaving only his phone behind. Drew and Alyssa take the phone to their hairdresser Jamil to unlock it. There, they discover Kashawn is cheating with a woman named Bernice. Hoping to find money, they sneak into Bernice's apartment. Drew distracts her, while Alyssa sneaks into the bedroom, only to find Kashawn asleep. When she tries to grab his wallet, he wakes up and confesses he wasted the rent on a fake t-shirt business called Coochie. Bernice catches them, and the girls run outside, only to see their car has been towed. Bernice chases after them, but embarrasses herself when she crashes into an open car door. Furious, she swears revenge. With just 8 hours left before eviction, Drew and Alyssa rush to a loan office called Payday. But their loan officer, Kathy, mocks them for having no income and a terrible credit score. Rejected, they go to a blood bank for quick cash. Drew, persuaded by an inexperienced nurse, donates 4 bags and turns pale. In the chaos, her blood bags spill during a fight, leaving them with nothing but vouchers for apple pies. Tired and defeated, they head to Church's Chicken. But before they can eat, a masked bandit steals their food. Luckily, Maniac arrives, buys them a meal, and earns their gratitude. Alyssa suddenly leaves the car, saying she has a money-making idea, and walks off, leaving Drew behind with Maniac. In the car, Drew learns that Maniac once lived a gang life, and she even spots an axe hidden behind his seat. Soon after, a man named Lucky calls, warning her that Alyssa is about to do something life-threatening. Maniac drives Drew to find Alyssa climbing a landline pole for a pair of retro Air Jordans hanging on the wires. Drew begs her to stop, but Alyssa insists the sneakers are valuable. She manages to pull them down but gets shocked and falls straight onto Drew. Both are rushed into an ambulance, but when it stops, they quickly escape so they won't get stuck with the bill. Later, the girls clean the Jordans and arrange to sell them. Drew meets the buyer while Alyssa waits nearby. To raise the price, Drew makes up a sad story that the sneakers belong to her late father. The buyer pretends to cry and forces her to drop the price. In the end, they get $1,000 less than promised, but at least they finally have rent money. After that, Alyssa helps Drew get ready for her big interview. At the office, Drew meets Norman and Shayla and makes a strong impression. Meanwhile, Alyssa buys fruit from a street cart and posts a picture. Bernice sees it and shows up. Just as Drew finishes her interview, she finds Alyssa being attacked. Bernice beats up both girls, humiliates them, and even steals their money. Shayla then changes her mind and tells Drew maybe she isn't the right fit. Afterward, Drew learns Alyssa had been texting Kashawn, which is how Bernice found them. The two fight bitterly and split up. Not long after, Alyssa gets a call from King Lolo. The Jordans actually belong to him, and he wants double the money by 10 p.m. or he'll kill them. Back home, they discover Uche has already tossed their belongings onto the street. Drew begs for more time, and Uche finally gives them until midnight. Broken and hopeless, they sit outside until Bethany notices Alyssa's artwork. Drew sells her one painting for $300, and the girls finally agree to join Bethany's Proco and Pals. Drew suggests they host a pop-up art show that night, with Bethany inviting her rich hipster friends. The plan is to sell Alyssa's art, pay rent, and also cover what Lolo demands. They set up the show with only 3 hours left before Lolo arrives. To Drew's surprise, Shayla shows up as a guest. Drew talks to her, and Shayla gives her a second chance, saying she was actually the best candidate that day and should come again. By the end of the night, they earn $2,000. Alyssa wants to keep the money and forget about Lolo, but soon he and his goons show up. He fires a gunshot to clear the crowd, leaving Drew and Alyssa alone. Alyssa creates a distraction, and both escape, hiding under a car until someone shows up who they mistake for cops, causing Lolo to run away. They return home and find Kashan surrounded by lit candles, trying to win Alyssa back, but she refuses. Just then, Lolo bursts in ready to kill, but part of the ceiling falls and knocks him out. The candles start a fire, forcing them to hide. While waiting, Drew and Alyssa reaffirm their bond. Firefighters arrive, led by Maniac, and the axe in his car is revealed to be for his job. Lolo is later caught by loan officers. The film ends showing Drew thriving at work, Alyssa selling her art, and the two best friends still standing strong together. Thanks for watching Blockflix Rewind. If you enjoyed this recap, hit like, subscribe, and catch the full movie on Blockflix TV. Until next time, keep the reels turning.